What are some guy secrets girls don't know about? We use a stream of RP to try and clean poop stains on the bottom of toilet bowls. I had a girl tell me that my haircut looked nice. I've kept that same haircut for 4 years since then. The shower for an abnormally long time doesn't mean we are jerking off. Guys like to have long hot showers too, you know. Yeah, it's freezing outside the shower. It's not that we can't take hints, we are just afraid of looking too far into something. If someone is flirting with me, I have the dilemma of, is she actually into me, or is this just how her personality is? Nice try, BuzzFeed. If you have a son, don't rush into his room and demand that he get up immediately to do chores or some shit. He definitely has morning wood and would appreciate not needing to hide a boner from his mom. Give him like 5 minutes. If you want something to happen between us, you got to meet us halfway. If we are not making a move, we are probably doing our best to not fuck it up. When girls don't do anything and expect us to just take charge, like, I got no problem long as I have some form of acknowledgement that you are down for that. Nothing equals no for me. I like hugs. You monster, I bet you like hand holding too. Fucking degenerates SMH. The occasional longer stride to attempt to inconspicuously adjust our balls. If inconspicuously means doing some sort of Russian dance, then you're right. Rara Rasputin. We can't move our penis without closing our butthole. You just made men all over the internet clench their ass. That's power you can't buy. We don't get the hint. Saying I almost broke my neck in the driveway is not the same as asking us to shovel it. In my mind I'm thinking, thanks for the heads up, I'll be careful. If our balls are itchy, we don't actually scratch them. Instead we rely on clever little pinches to the nutsack. In public sure, but when I get home from a long day, I'll stand in the bathroom and rake my junk for like 5 straight minutes. Some days, it's my favorite part of the day. I'm not staring at you, I'm zoned out thinking about how I'd start a brewery in medieval England whilst my eyes just happen to be facing your direction. That awkward moment when you zone back in and you are staring at someone you don't know that wasn't in front of you a moment ago and they are looking back at you. Guys also like to be walked up to and asked out. My current girlfriend, soon to be fiancé, asked me out. We worked at the same company and she just came up to me and said, "Hey Justy Burger, I think you and I should go get dinner tonight." I asked her who else was going and she said, "I think it'd be nice if it was just you and me." So yay, that was pretty cool. As a favor, I worked on a girl's car one time and got pretty dirty. Afterwards, she asked me if I wanted to come inside and take a shower. I told her no, because I hadn't brought any clean clothes to put on after the shower. She just kinda giggled. Yeah, us guys aren't exactly too bright when it comes to reading between the lines. How many nights have you laid awake replaying this what if in your mind? I've lost count. We desperately want you to toss us things instead of just handing them to us. Oh good. I throw stuff at my husband all the time and often wondered if I was being silly. Now I wonder if I should throw even more stuff. Okay. Toss not throw. Unless I'm whooshed. It's actually not always so easy to get an erection. Sometimes he's tired, or he's nervous or worried, or he's on meds that make it difficult. Antidepressants are notorious for this, or any number of things. The stereotype is that men are always ready to get up and go, but this is far from true. So don't expect it, and don't be offended when his dick doesn't want to play, even if he does. To add to this, sometimes you can't orgasm. It's not that sex doesn't feel great, it's the same game of tired/med/anxious, etc. The desire to touch the top of the door frame is a primal one. I can't understand it, I just do it. Well, slap my tits and make me a man, because I at all women to enjoy touching the door frame. Only weirdos choose to piss in the urinal next to you when there are plenty of open urinals along the wall. Also, if we have to use the toilet to piss, we tend to piss on the side of the bowl to make less noise. Whisper piss. Our aim isn't bad, it's just sometimes a weird spray. Adjusting your dick upwards towards your belly button when having a boner in public in order to hide it. Having a boner doesn't always mean you're turned on, and as it slowly becomes flaccid you worry about it slipping loose and going on display. When you ask what are we thinking about and we say nothing, we really mean it. Never underestimate a guy's ability to not being thinking about stuff at all times. It took my girlfriend, now wife, years to accept this as truth. It is 100% accurate that I'm often literally not thinking about anything. When people come crying to us, our first inclination is to fix the problem. Since this is often not possible, lead with something along the lines of "Can I vent for a minute?" or anything that signals to us this is just a time for active listening rather than a problem solving session. As a man, I support this message. Your chances of getting what you want out of us are infinitely higher if you tell us directly. I can vouch for this. I was upset with myself for not picking up what I thought were clear hints when he responded frustrated with, "I don't understand hints, just tell me what you want, woman." He really helped me communicate better. I don't know why we grow up thinking we can't directly ask for things. Morning wood can be cool for wake up 6. Not cool if you have to pee. We have to do all sorts of acrobatic maneuvers to pee. I myself like to do the Michael. Compliments will last for weeks, months, even years. Guys are crazy for a simple "you're hot" or "you're really handsome" or something with their personality or looks. I still think about the cute girl at that takeout place telling me I have nice eyes. That was a year ago. No, I'm not lonely, why do you ask? I've been on the toilet for 30 minutes, but I'm actually pooping. This doesn't happen often, but my wife doesn't believe that one can take that long to poop. Lol. Sometimes we like to be the little spoon. If the big spoon is smaller than you, it's called a jetpack. I don't know if you just made this up, but I love it. I spent an hour or so this morning reading about fighter jets, then dozed off and dreamed that I was a pilot. Then I remembered a cool folder I had once with a T-Rex flying a fighter jet on it. I laughed out loud at that memory, and when my wife asked why, I said not to worry about it. Then I laughed again because I thought about a T-Rex trying to fit in at flight school. My wife and I are now fighting because she thinks I'm hiding something. We are really not that mysterious. Sometimes we are just laughing at a T-Rex trying to take notes on wind speed and lift. If we have a goofy hobby and you take interest in it, even the slightest, we love it. I'm a big gamer, and my wife, who also games, but not the same ones I play, will often watch what I'm doing, ask about the game, and generally take an interest. Her saying, "Oh, are you looking forward to Anthem?" is really cool, and I appreciate her interest. It's be so easy for her to pay no attention, and her doing so makes a big difference. We really do think your hair is good. It looked good before and after you got a haircut. It looked good curly and it looked good straight. It looked good when you woke up and when you made it. As long as it's shaped like the hair we gave girls on stick figures when we were 5 years old, we think it looks good. Sometimes we masturbate just to pass the time. It is not sexual at all. It is a bit like making a coffee to pass 10 minutes. If you play video games hours on end, a solid wank can revitalize your body and keep it going. This ain't a suggestion, it's a prescription. Men have just as many issues with mental health, depression, anxiety, body issues. Please recognize this. I hate living in a world where it's not socially acceptable for men to talk about these things. A lot of guys would talk about their experiences and issues, but don't feel like they can. I feel like we just sort of ignore the issue, and guys that have mental health issues are sort of looked down upon because men are all supposed to be outgoing and confident. Maybe you have a guy friend who doesn't get out a lot. Maybe he's acting strange or isn't totally there. This might be why. How often we fantasize about saving the day from terrorist attack or something.